Marty Chima here, Box King. What is boxing? Boxing is my new name, my new logo. Basically, how I came out with Box King is I wanted to separate Golden One. It was Golden One Boxing, Golden One Lorenzo Powell. I wanted him to be 100% Golden One. So that's, you see, you look at Golden One, Boxing, Golden One, fighter, whatever, it comes out Lorenzo Powell. With me, it's Box King. What's Box King? Boxing, I came out with it and used a number one instead of the I of King, because that represents Golden One, Lorenzo. So I kind of merged it there. Box King, to me, what boxing is I give my fighters with, because I got Lorenzo Powell and Francisco Lopez, I give them whatever it takes to make them the best. If I need to travel round trip 18 hours from Sacramento to LA to go sparring, 6 hours to get there, 6 hours there for sparring and training, and 6 hours to drive back, I do that. We do that twice a week. We've been doing that for 4 or 5 years now, consistently. Prior to that, we were still doing that. Vegas, LA, driving, sparring, staying down there, sleeping in the car, doing whatever it takes to give him, now them, everything to be the best. Sparring Lorenzo with future world champions, current world champions, former world champions, elevated this young man so much within boxing. If I would have just kept him around here in Sacramento and spar him locally, spar him in-house with my other guys I had at the time, he's only going to elevate so much. So I need to step it up and do what I need to do in order to give these guys the best of everything. And that's the only way I'm going to do this. But they got to give me 100% back. And they do. So that's Box King, is giving the fighters everything they need, plus more, to elevate them, step their game up, and elevate. So when the bell rings, they're ready to go 100%. So Lorenzo started with me. He was 11 and a half years old, no fights, didn't know nothing about boxing. He started day one with me. We've been together ever since, coming up on 10 years here on Monday. I'm just kind of going over what the difference is as an amateur, as a pro, or as a fighter that comes to me that's already trained somewhere, like Francisco, Chris KO, he already has 60 fights, 60 plus fights. So I can't train him. I don't have the opportunity to train him from day one. He's already got, some of his habits, his training, his coaches. It's different than training Lorenzo. I have to build him, kind of break him down, build him up, not because of they trained him wrong or his own coaches. No, none of that. Just my style is different. Every trainer has a different style. So basically, the foundation for Francisco is already laid. So he's got a solid foundation. So now I got to build off of that. My style, make some changes, add some things, and it's different, But the longer we work together, the better he's going to get, and the more comfortable he'll get with me. He learns a style. Usually what happens in the heat of the battle, you go back to what you learned at the beginning. But it all depends. It's mental also. Some guys mentally don't understand what you're teaching them. So when they understand it mentally and they have a high ring IQ, it makes all the difference in the world, where they might not go back to what they first learned. And that's, my goal. And that's why for right now with Francisco, for the next 4 or 5 months, we're not fighting. We're just working. We'll eventually start sparring, because he's got to show me in the gym, on the bag, in shadow boxing, sparring. And then maybe we'll have a local fight. Just, the one-day smokers, we used to call them, one-day fight. And show me. That's what I'll tell him. Hey, kid, show me. Go show me you're learning and you're picking up on what I'm teaching you. And we build off of that. So basically that's the breakdown and the difference of how I train Lorenzo or how I train Frisco. But eventually he'll come up and he'll get it. It might take 6 months. It might take 6 years, 10 years. I don't know, but he will get it. And less than 3 weeks out for Lorenzo's second fight on July 20th. He's looking sharp, sparring, everything's going good. The trips to LA for sparring, at the gym, the bag work, the mitt work, the conditioning at the track, everything's going well as planned, and he's ready. He wish he could fight tomorrow, but it's still less than three weeks away, and then we got a few more lined up for the rest of the year.